Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of That's a Wrap. I'm Caboose.
I'm Ender the Answer.
And today what we got for you guys is another installment of the Countdown to Endgame, the weekly series where we bring you guys videos about topics and speculation for Avengers Endgame leading up to the release of the film this April. Now before we get into today's topic, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if you could leave a like rating on the video as it shows your support, and we really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And, well, today's topic is a fan-submitted one. Yes. As we have mentioned, we have this giveaway going on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We've been doing this giveaway on this channel with this series. We're the 4th episode of the month. We pick a topic sent in from you guys. And this week's winner is Alex Rivers. So you're seeing his comment on screen right now. His question, who should kill Thanos in Avengers Endgame? Yes. So thank you for your question, Alex.
Yes, Alex, and I love your picture that you have on YouTube, by the way.
Yes,
that gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
I've seen a couple of comments from you. We appreciate the support. A lot of great suggestions from friends. It's really hard for me and Caboose to find a winner because there is great theories. There are so many that we struggle with this every single week. But Alex, you're the guy this week, and this is a good topic. It's one that me and Caboose have thought about as well. I got a bit of a top 5 list and a dark horse to.
That's right.
That's right. And we got some theories around it.
Right. So, Alex, please reach out to us. You can go to the About tab on my YouTube page, and you can reach out to me via email. Or if you want, you can shoot me a Twitter DM. My DMs are open. So, reach out to me, and we will get you your prize. So, today's topic, who should kill Thanos? I think the first thing we want to mention is we don't think Thanos will die in Endgame. Now, if you want to expand upon that, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to kind of get into the who killing part, but just to expand upon this question and this thing about Thanos is, I as well don't think he's going to die.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be around like a mystery. I mean, in comic books, whoever really does die. And I think they're going to keep this character. They're not going to show him fully dead, buried in the ground. Even if they show that, it's a character that I think could always come back. They can keep in the back pocket. And it's not somebody within the next 5 years or something they'll bring back. Maybe like in 10 years. Because he'll be kind of forgotten. And then, boom, if we saw something in post-credits, it become relevant and exciting again. So I don't think they're fully going to kill him off.
Totally agree. I think that they'll probably... I think the question that we're more so going to answer here in this video is who will defeat Thanos, not necessarily who will kill him. I wouldn't be like unhappy if he gets killed or something in Avengers Endgame because that's the end of the chapter. But I would much prefer that they were to keep him alive for what you're saying. 10 years down the road, we get a post-credit scene of him breaking out of whatever prison he gets put in, and that builds the hype once again.
Back better than ever or something. Exactly. And there's plenty of time for in 10 years if they do that. There's a lot of other villains now with the Fox merger and whatnot that they can use to fill in that void.
Totally. So. All right. So on the topic of who will defeat Thanos, I think the first one that I want to come out with the gate here is someone that maybe people don't necessarily think of too much, and that is Nebula. Now, Nebula is actually a really important character in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline from the comic books, which is where this is all based off of. So it definitely can make sense if she is going to be the one to play a major factor in taking down Thanos when it comes to Endgame. I know that her character hasn't necessarily gotten the best of character development, but I think her role in Infinity War is a lot more important than people think, and she definitely has a genuine hatred for Thanos, so it would make sense.
And even more so now with the Gamora situation.
Right.
But, Caboose, I gotta say, man, I hope they don't go down that road.
Right.
I understand her story. I understand from the comics, her relevance, her hatred. It's gotta be an A-lister. It just has to cultivate the way this has gone down.
Yeah.
It's gotta be an A-lister. I think a lot of fans, whether he gets defeated or not, if it was Nebula, it'd be a little disappointing for me. Now, is it going to be cliche if it's a Cap or an Iron Man? Yes, potentially so.
Right.
But I'd be more gratified if it was.
Okay, I get where you're coming from. And you know what? I do agree to an extent. I think that in order for this to be a really complete arc, we need someone from the original Avengers to be the one to take down Thanos.
Yeah. And I got a good spin on this, Caboose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through my top 5 here. And then I'm going to give you one dark horse.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give you my theory around how he's going to be defeated.
Okay.
And you're going to love it. So here we go. My top 5. So 5, Hulk.
Right.
Is that big Hulk going to come out? Is he going to bust out? Is he going to take him down, defeat him? He obviously got his ass kicked, so he's got vengeance.
Right. He's on that path of revenge, right?
So number 4, Captain Marvel. Now, a lot of mystery around her. We're going to have to see her power. The movie's getting great reviews, by the way, so I'm very happy to hear that. Number 3, Thor.
Yep.
Right? And Alex actually put that in his comments that Thor did lose a lot. But I feel like Thor... he already got to defeat him in the first one, right? He kind of got that blow.
See, that's where I disagree.
Okay.
Because I think that a big reason, I have Thor in my list here of why I think as well he could be the one to take down Thanos, because I think he blames himself for the snap. Okay. Especially from what we've seen of him in that teaser trailer.
Fair enough.
He looks so defeated, and everything we've seen, just the
he
small
does
glimpses.
Look broken.
Yeah, all the small
broken.
glimpses of him in the TV spot, the Super Bowl spot that we got as well. He just looks completely defeated, and I think he probably blames himself for the snap because he had Thanos dead to rights.
He had him in his clutches.
He had him
beat,
in his clutches, but he just let that vengeance consume him for a second, and he gave him the cliche bad guy speech before I kill you thing that let Thanos get away with doing the snap. You know?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
My last two, obviously, number 2, Iron Man.
Right.
Although I know I put Iron Man high, I just don't see Iron Man being the one. And number 1, Captain America.
Right, yeah.
But I'm going to give you my theory around it. And
okay.
God, I think the moment the movie was announced, I dropped this on you.
Yep.
And I hope it comes to fruition.
Yep.
Thor's in some clutches somewhere. He can't attack. He's being held. He has Stormbreaker in his hand. Captain America's nearby with Thanos in front of him. They're fighting. Thor chucks that Stormbreaker. Cap grabs it before it hits the ground. He wields it and delivers a blow.
That's fair. That's fair. I like that theory.
Unfortunately, I saw this from a comment from a fan. I really did. And I didn't want to say anything until we made this video today because this is my theory all along of how the conclusion of the movie is going to be.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
I would just shit my pants and lose my mind. Because it'd be full.
Because you're the Cap Homer.
I'm the Cap Homer, but it would be a circle back to Ultron when he kind of almost moved it. It would be incredible.
Right. So what I have put down in my notes here about Cap is, the Russos began their journey in the MCU with Captain America, with Winter Soldier. They started their journey, their venture into the Marvel films with that character. It would make a ton of sense if Endgame, they complete his arc and he's the one who deals the final blow. I don't necessarily think it's going to be with Stormbreaker, though. And I think if he's going to be wielding Stormbreaker or if it's Thor's hammer, however they're going to do it, I think he just sees it and he knows he's got the willpower to pick it up. Okay. I think that would be a cooler moment.
Either way, if it's chucked him or he picks it up from the ground,
it would be cool.
It would be really, really cool.
But I think in order to really show Cap's true power, as well to show kind of the end of his arc, I think he's actually going to wield an Infinity Stone. And I think that's what's going to be what takes down Thanos.
So there's your
in some way, shape, or form, they destroy the gauntlet. The stones are scattered on the ground. Cap sees the Power Stone. He picks it up. He knows it's too much power for him, for sure. But he can wield it just enough because he has that willpower. And he takes down Thanos.
That would still be amazing for me because, we've seen here no one's really been able to pick up a stone except for a god or a celestial, whatever.
And only the Guardians barely could do it together.
All together, right? So, that would, either way, that would be awesome for me, but it's all leading towards Cap is going to play a very, very vital role in this movie, and he's the one. He's taking it all on his shoulders, so he wants to get back at Thanos. So
I also do agree a little bit with the Iron Man 3. I understand why he's your number 2 because Iron Man is where the MCU began. He is the character that kickstarted the entirety of what we have now with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it would make sense if it kind of ends with him. He played a big role in Infinity War, and it seems they're really going back to the roots of Iron Man in Endgame. What we saw that little clip in the Super Bowl spot, he's right back where he started. He's stuck somewhere with a box of scraps and a black tank top building a suit, right where he started.
It's amazing how they bring something. So I got 2 questions for you, Caboose. 2. Do you think it'll be a collective effort or one person? And number 2, do you have a dark horse outside person that could potentially deal a blow?
I don't really have like my outside theory. I guess you consider is Nebula.
Is Nebula? Okay.
And when it comes to what your first question was, I think it is. It's going to be a team effort to weaken him, but I think it'll come down to one person that takes him down.
Because the reason I'm going down the collective road is because obviously Cap, Iron Man, we're kicking this around. Do they do something together? Because the kind of last scene we saw from them was beating the hell out of each other. Now do they work as a team to defeat Thanos? I'd be happy with that as well.
That would be pretty cool as well. I do agree. It could be like a team effort, but I think it'll more so it'll be like a team effort that takes him down, maybe brings him down on one knee or something, and then it's either Cap, Iron Man, whoever, all the other characters we listed. One person deals that final blow to finally defeat Thanos.
So we've got a ton of questions to throw out to the fans here. Is he going to die? Is he not going to die? Who's going to deal the blow? Collective effort. What's your list? Who do you think it's going to be? How are they going to do it? Do you like my theory? Do you want to see the Cap theory? A lot of good questions out here to the fans.
This was an awesome topic. So thank you again to Alex Rivers for sending it in. And of course, once again, please reach out to us. to get your prize because we had a ton of fun speculating about this.
Yes.
And I know right before we hit record on the camera here, we were just talking about how awesome some of our theories were. So, with that said, I'm Caboose.
I'm Ender the Answer.
And once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support and we would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter and like us on Facebook. The links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new.
That's a wrap.